Alright, Shalom. Kal halali hawa bashim yashai bashimaka karash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of James Great Millstone, who teach and rule well through spirit and power of Yahweh bashim yashai. Peace, love, and salutations to the Akim in the four corners of this earth, pushing his word with all truth and sincerity. To speckled word Akims and Aquas out there who are tuned in, listening and learn the hopes of being saved. Shalom. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites according to the scriptures, mainly under the curses written in Deuteronomy 28. The true name of the Heavenly Father, which the people of this world ignorantly calls God or Jehovah or Yahweh, it's Yahweh. Yahweh. The true name of his Son, which this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ or Yeshua, it's Yahushai, right? So hey, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, yo. RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. So just check out this video, right? This will simplify the type of system that the new world order will be built around, or the new world order will have, right? This will simplify the type of system that the elites want to bring forth in their agenda, which is the new world order, which is to chip everybody. Well, not everybody, because they're planning to kill a lot of people as pertaining to the Georgia Guidestone. They're trying to maintain society under 500 million, but they'll try to chip a lot of people, especially Israelites, you know. And why? Because they want you to be connected to the grid, right? They want to have all the information. They want to be able to control your life, to broad brush it. That's what they want to do, you know, because the chip will be connected to the system, right? They'll be able to do anything they want to do on this chip real time, whether it's blocking your payments, allowing your payments, tracking you, pulling up all records that they might need on your driver's license, medical record, where your last been, right? Whatever violations you have made in society, whatever, your police record, whatever, right? That's the aim of the RFID microchip, That's the aim of the mark of the beast, which Esau, Edom, right? The elites of Esau, Edom, because Job 9 and 24 tells us that earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they are the ruling power right now, and they want to basically they have a new world order agenda. They have agenda, and a part of that agenda, which is globalism, basically. They want to be gods, basically, and a part of that agenda is basically the RFID microchip, right? Them chipping you people, So watch this video.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for calling Hot and Fast Pizzas. Can I have
want to order a pizza.
Surely, sir. Can I have your multipurpose identification number?
One sec. Yeah, it's RSP 06031983MI.
Thank you for the number, sir. Am I speaking with Mr. Rajneesh Haspuri from Baikala, Mumbai?
Yes.
The number from which you're calling is 9191930484 and your residential number is 22223244.
Yes. But how do you know all this?
We are connected to the system, sir. We have all the related information.
Thank you, sir. Good, good. I want to order a regular size seafood pizza.
Sure, sir. But that's not a good idea.
What do you mean?
As per your last medical records at Bombay Hospital, dated 9th August 2015, you have high blood pressure and a high cholesterol level, sir.
What are you saying?
As I said, we are connected to the system, sir.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Then what would you recommend?
Try a low-fat super vegetarian Mexican pizza. You will like it.
And how can you say that?
As you borrowed a book titled Popular Mexican Food from National Library last month, which is overdue to be returned, sir.
Okay, I give up. See, I'm very hungry. Send me one of those. How much would it cost?
The total cost is rupees 365 including taxes, sir.
Okay, fine. You send the pizza. Pay for it by my credit card, okay?
I'm afraid you have to pay us by cash, sir. You only have credit card of Apex Bank is over the limit and amount due is rupees 79,765 since July 2015. That's not including the late payment charges on your last cash withdrawal.
That's fine. You send the pizza. Good evening, sir. I guess I will have to go to the ATM in the next lane.
Sorry to inform, but you can't, sir. You have reached your daily cash limits, which was withdrawn at an ATM at Domestic Airport Terminal B when your wife took a flight to New Delhi today.
Damn it! How do you know?
As I said, we are connected.
Yes, you're connected to the system. Just 25 minutes. You send the pizza. I'll pay by cash. How long would it take?
25 minutes, sir. But if you can't wait, as you said earlier, that you're very hungry, you can always come to our nearest outlet.
What?
As you're just 4 minutes away from our nearest outlet in your area, and you have a car of number MS01XC3484, Yakazi brand.
Oh God! How the hell you
As
know?
I said to you earlier, we are connected to the system, sir.
What the? I just want my pizza.
Okay, your order is confirmed, sir. Anything else, sir?
Nothing. Would I be getting that 3 bottle of cola mentioned in your menu?
We normally would, sir. But based on your medical records, you're also a diabetic and...
Enough! Send the cola along, you bitch!
I request you, please do not use such language, sir. You were convicted on 13th March 2015 for using abusive language to a policeman.
What?
And you were also arrested for misbehaving with a lady in a party.
Shut up!
Alright, so this video was for film festival. I'm assuming it's don't quote me on it, yo. It was basically a short film done to be portray the type the system that are the agenda or the direction that the elites want are going into, yo, you know, and the system that they want to incorporate, yo, you know. They sent it up for the film festival to be tested. I think that's how short films normally get like nominated and stuff. But long story short is this, right? This is the system, you know, this is the system that the elites are working towards, you know, a system where they can have everyone on the grid and all sort of information alongside them, you know, right? You see that this, and they want to close out all loophole, all gray areas within the system, you know, in a lot of with it, when it comes down to a lot of things. And that's why you have different world leaders building their digital infrastructures, you know, incorporating new means of identification, especially out here in Jamaica. You have the NIDS law bill, well, not the NIDS being brought out, being pushed harder and harder, especially since last year, and even they're going to go harder for this year because they want to say that they want to incorporate it by September or have it basically start issuing it out on by September, you know. And with that NIDS, a lot of gray areas, a lot of loopholes will be closed out, yo. And that's what ESA wants to do ultimately as well. So as you can see in the video, yo, firstly, the lady had all the information in terms of this man's financial record, medical records, and even violations, yo. He used a what abusive word with a police officer, and then even his last transactions, what he bought at and where he bought it, you know, everything about this man is on the system, as the lady said, yo, you know, and that's what Esau wants to do. He wants to get each and every one of us on his system. Why? Because he wants to be God. This man has a God, a God complex, yo. You know what I mean? He want to do everything that the Most High can do, yo. Right? He want to be someone um, not I was gonna say intermittent, yo. But this man wanna be omnipotent, you know? And that's what he want to do. He wanna track everybody real time, see where everyone is, yo. You violate, alright, him can shut off your payment whenever him like, right? You can do whatever they deem that they wanna do to you, yo, they can do it. And there's no repercussion because what? There's no one above them to beat them, yo, and that's what they believe, yo. You know, and as I've said that, as I said, no one above them to beat them. Let me just get Psalms. I'll get Psalms 55 real quick because it just tells us that this man does not fear, yo. I think it's Psalm 64. This man don't fear man or God. Or when I say God, yo, this man don't fear the most Bashmir Shai, yo, because of his pride, you know, because of his pride, yo. So if Esau gets, you know what I mean, because ultimately he will push forward the mark of the beast, the Rfid microchip, which is the hour of temptation for us, you know what I mean, us meaning the Israelites, you know. He will push that Rfid microchip, but Esau will never ever get to fully, right, fully complete his agenda, yo, or bring forth his agenda. Scripture tells us that when he's about to fill his belly, right, and the Most High basically I go strike him down. Roughly paraphrase that, yo. Let me see if I'll just get the Psalms and I'll get that precept as well. So this is Psalms, what's like, yeah, Psalm 64, right? Come on. Great stuff. Alright, Psalm 64. Now start at verse 4. Right? It says, yes, alright, it says, alright, start at verse 3. It says, start at verse 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And this is a part of their secret counsel. This is a part of what the iniquities that they're working upon their beds as pertaining to Micah 2 and 1, you know, to basically bring forth the new world order and push the Rfid microchip, which is the mark of the beast, It says, uh who wet their tongue like a sword, or who speak slanderously against the saints, which the saints are the Israelites, and bend their bows to shoot their arrow. And the word bend, right? It goes to prepare, right? It means to prepare, right? So they're preparing, they're preparing their agenda. They're putting plans in place. They're making this different designs, working on a plan to basically implement their agenda. It says even bitter words that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and them shooting it is basically them putting it forth to fulfill it, you know. It says, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows. And a part of them shooting this arrow is basically giving out mandates to different world leaders to incorporate different means of or different ways to build the digital infrastructure so that when we are ready to push this, when they are ready to push the RFID microchip, they can basically do it globally, you know what I mean? Stuff like the real ID. You can't really travel without real ID over there in America. Can't take planes. A lot of things you can't do. That would be the same equivalent as to NIDs out here. And I don't remember the name of it in India, right? And I don't know the name of it. I think it's in Barbados as well. But hey, these different countries, they all have a mandate. They are all under the thumb of the elites, and that's elite. That's the devil, putting forth or shooting their arrows, It says they bend their bows and shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They shoot in secret at the perfect, and that's at you Israelites, And that's only not only RFID microchip, That isn't the only agenda that they're putting forth, remember the Georgia Guidestone, They want to maintain population below 500 million, and guess who? Guess who Esau is gonna get rid of mostly? You Israelites, you so-called niggers, Latinos, and Native Americans. Again, watch Hotel Rwanda, right? When the Tutsis were dying in the hundreds of thousands, almost to a million, right? The reason why the UN, the reason why America, the reason why the different power states didn't intervene, it's because the general told Paul, which Paul was a character in the movie, that the reason why they haven't intervened is because you people are dirt. We regard you people as dirt. You're nothing to us. You're not even a nigger. That's what he was told. You're African. So that just goes to show us that hey, these people, the elites of East Idom don't care about you Israelites. As a matter of fact, they want to destroy you, as pertaining to Psalms uh 83, You know what I mean? It says, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation." So hey, when that time comes, and that time will come in time of Jacob's trouble, you Israelites, so-called niggers, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna feel the brunt of it, It says, "Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect." So they're hiding, and they're doing this, they're doing it in secret, right? They're doing, while they're putting forth their agenda, right? They use things like, they use tactics like distractions may be in the form of what, sports, propaganda being on the news, like the whole Trump inciting violence on the Capitol Hill, all of that bullshit, but and then when you people are distracted and all of that madness, like the Black Lives Matter movement and all of that, they're doing this in secret, They're pushing for their agenda elsewhere, That's them doing it in secret. It says, suddenly do they shoot at him, So suddenly do they shoot at him, And Scripture even speaks of sudden destruction as well. So there, Revelation 12 and 12, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and them that dwell therein, because devil. When you're going to that word devil right there, it goes back to diablos, which means like devil like man, which speaks not to the spiritual demon Satan, but Esau, Edom. That's who he speaks to. Right, he says, coming down on you having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time, So Esau is gonna drop something really soon, and we're looking out for that. We're looking out for that because prophecy have to fulfill. Part of prophecy is the time of hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. It says, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So they don't fear man. These people don't fear man, nor do they fear the Most High, They don't fear man or the Most High. So when if what Esau wants to do is push forth his RFID microchip, yo, and then with that, right, he'll be on top and he'll control everything. And who can stop him? Nobody, yo. That's how he feel, yo. But Yahweh Shemir Shai, hey, Yahweh Shemir Shai will take him down, yo. And I'll get that right now. Let me say full his belly. Let's see if I can get that right now, real quick. His belly. Let's see here. And he's about to full his belly. Come on, pop up. All right. Okay. Think it's in Job still. Okay. Okay. So I can get it here. So it's in Job. If not, I'll just leave it. Yo, I'll post it in the description box afterwards. You know. And see Job. Zoe. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Unspelling, but belly of the wicked shall want. Strength and design. Job 20 and 23. Tawadi Abashim Yeshai Bashim Kodash, you know. Job 20:23. All right. Let's see if we can get it here. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Bashim Yeshai shall cast his wrath upon him, you know, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, you know. Means so when Esau believed that, hey, I'm gonna win, you know, he's gonna fulfill his agenda. He's almost there, yo. And the Most High just pull the rug from under him foot, yo. You know what I mean? And cast his the wrath of the fury of his wrath upon him, yo. You know what I mean? Because hey, the Most High have a sore slaughter for Esau Edom, yo. You know? Because if Esau Edom kept his wrath forever, and furthered the affliction of the Most High's people and touched the apple of the Most High's eye, which are you Israelites, yo. You know, Esau took it too far. Because even though we were given over into their hands for a punishment, yo, scripture tells us that, hey, I was just a little displeased, you know, and Esau took it too far, yo, you know. So the Most High go, hey, the Most High have a righteous indignation, your righteous anger built up for these devils, yo. And this is also Job 14. Let's get Job 14 real quick. Let's see here. Uh, All right, Job 14 and verse 5. Right? It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So this man Esau has an expiration date, basically. You know, Esau Edom's rulership has an expiration date, and that date it's drawing nigh. It's drawing nigh and nigh, or the return of our Lord and Savior Yahushua. It's drawing nigh and nigh, yo. You know what I mean? So let's get to Revelation real quick, yo, because hey, the main point is to show you the infrastructure that these elites want to bring forth, yo. You know what I mean? The design, the operations of it, right? Different components, yo. And you can hey watch the video again, yo. You know what I mean? And best believe that's what Esau wants, yo. He wants to be able to track it real time as well, you know? Real time as well, yo. Can even know your current location and all of that, yo. Might sound like something out of a futuristic sci-fi movie, but it's hey, let's believe it's all prophecy. You know what I mean? It's all prophecy. It will all hey, it won't if Esau won't get to fulfill his agenda, but Esau will try. You know, Esau will try. This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. It says Verse 16, it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, yo. And this tells us that he calls it all. And first word, one of the operative word right there is he calls it, yo. So it won't be a case where just as how the vaccine is compulsory, yo, he'll make it somewhat compulsory as for the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, yo. You know, but the causing would be, yo, you not having that would be barred from government services. You'd be barred from medical services, right? You'd be barred from society basically, right? So therefore you're gonna want to get it, and that's him causing you. And it says both he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, yo. So it doesn't matter your status in this life, you know, rich, poor, in the jail houses, free, so-called free, because we're not really free, create this day in our captivity, Baruch 3 and 8, you know, cause it, and doesn't matter your status, yo, or where you are, yo, you know what I mean, he's gonna cause you to want to take this RFID microchip, yo, you know, and on some men he's gonna force it, you know what I mean, especially the saints, because the persecution of the saints of Yahweh Shemir Shai. When I say saints, saints refers to all of Israel, but the elect, yo, the elect's persecution is coming, you know what I mean. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, yo. You know what I mean? And that mark goes into charagma, you know? Charagma, which means a pale or well, it's like a, a stamp or an imprinted mark, yo. And when you go into the root word of charagma, you're gonna have karax, you know, which means a pale or palisade, which make reference, well, the mark, the charagma mark, you know, I mean, refers to yo the the stamp or printed mark, just as how you would have a brand, yo. A brand would leave a mark, yo. You know what I mean? So the charagma is basically um the chip. Let me see how I would phrase it, yo. You know what I mean? The chip being under the skin, you know, and basically the skin getting that cut, leaving that mark, basically, you know. And then it goes into the root word, which is karax. Karax meaning a play, palisade, or stake. You know what I mean? And that just speaks to the incision tool that is being used to implant the RFID microchip under the skin, you know. And then you're gonna go into the root word of karax. You're gonna get grapho, which grapho is the RFID microchip, yo, you know. Grapho means something written in, you know what I mean, paraphrase it, to be written upon. And that just speaks to RFID microchip because information will be stored in the RFID microchip. Financial, medical, you know, financial, medical, driver's license, government document, birth certificate, you name it, yo. You name it, they have it. You know, you name it, they have it, yo. But all documents that you have on this side that you walk around with, even your key, your car key, your house key, every little thing, yo, it's gonna all be in that RFID microchip, yo. And if you're watching, if you're checking out how the building of the or the progress of the RFID microchip now, you'll see that hey, most things have already been completed, right? And now you have something called what's the name of it again? That they want to implement it. They said they wanted to wallet more. Yep, wallet more, right? Wallet more. They're telling you plain, you know, like, hey, right, this is the new form of payment, implantments, and they have the RFID microchip, yo, and they're saying that they want to roll it out early 2021. You know, so this is the word for mark, charagma. It's a stamp or imprinted mark, a mark stamp on the forehead or right hand, right? A mark branded upon horses. So just as how you would have a brand that just show that, hey, this is mine. You brand the horse, show that this horse is mine because your brand is on it, yo. That's the type of brand that will be left by the RFID microchip being implanted in your hand, yo, showing that you are you belong to Isa Edom, showing that you give over or you give authority to Isa Edom, yo. You make Isa your ruler, yo. And then and then when you go into this root word, karax, right, it says a pale, stake, or palisade. And if you look up what a pale or stake or palisade is, you'll just see basically a pencil. A pencil will be a sharpened pencil will be deemed as a pale, stake, or palisade. You know? And the reason why it's described as a pale, stake, or palisade is because this is what John was seeing. You know, that's what he could have described it as in his time. You know, but it's actually speaking to the incision tool that is used uh, to implement the RFID microchip or implant the RFID microchip under the skin. Going to the root word of Karax now, you're going to get grapho, right? Which, again, grapho is the RFID microchip, yo. Grapho meaning data that is written down on the RFID microchip. This is won't be load. Come on, load. All right, this is it, grapho. You know, it says to write with reference to the form of letters, right? To write with reference to the content of writing to express in written characters. And this just shows you that information will be in this RFID microchip, yo. You know, information will be in this RFID microchip. So if you're the RFID microchip, it is the mark of the beast. Don't take it. You know what I mean? I'll take the RFID microchip. There is judgment for that. Just read Revelation 14 and 9 and just know that that is speaking to you, the thermonuclear missiles, you taking part in that thermonuclear missile, and that will fall upon America, yo. And if not in America, then other destruction awaits you, because it speaks of the wrath of the fury of the Most High, yo. And the wrath of the fear of the Most High isn't only in thermonuclear missiles, yo. Right, so that's that on that, yo. Hope you were edified, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Bashim Kodash. Give honor to our apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone who teach and rule well the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Peace, love, and salutations to the elect of Israel. Shalom.